Hey guys, it's YOU WACK, and real quickly, I want to ask you guys a question. What is super annoying, really dumb, shouldn't exist, should just end itself outright? Yo, who said me? Who said that? That's right. It's 2CP maps. So we got a new experimental update for Overwatch today, and unlike the last experiment, it was actually preferenced that this was an experiment. In fact, Jeff Kaplan even nicknamed this update the failed experiment for Overwatch, and it's really focused on 2CP and how Blizzard thought 2CP could have possibly been played. However, the Overwatch team said that they really didn't like how it turned out for a multitude of reasons, and we will get into those reasons, but I did want to showcase the new 2CP and get your guys' feedback on it. But before we get into Blizzard's take, I want to show you guys my take on 2CP and how this change could possibly make 2CP and Overwatch just overall better of a game. So here we have the entire code of Overwatch's 2CP, and we're just gonna take it, drag it over here, and yep, there we go, 2CP's fixed. Now I know I just offended about 5 people that absolutely love 2CP maps, and Blizzard is really trying to make 2CP work for all of those people. And with today's update, well, it's definitely wacky. But let me explain the changes of what happened with 2CP. So the most notable 2CP changes in this experimental update, which again is only experiment, is that point A attack and point B attack are now separated. So in this game, what had happened is that we were the defending team first round, and then the enemy team was, of course, attacking. However, the big change here is that the enemy team was able to capture point A successfully in under 6 minutes, and the round ended. Since the enemy team was able to capture point A successfully, us as the defending team now switches sides to the attacking team where we have to capture point A. And since the enemy team was able to capture point A fully 100%, we have to in turn capture point A fully 100% if we want to continue on to the third round. So now us as the attacking team, we go in and we capture point A, and because we're able to capture 100%, that round ends and it goes into the third round. If we weren't able to capture point A, now the enemy team just wins the game flat out because we weren't able to match their capture percentage, which is 100%. However, in this example, in this gameplay, we were able to capture it fully, which takes us into the third round. What happens now is that the enemy team now has a setup that takes place in the spawn room going into attack point B. So this whole entire update is to prevent a snowball effect, because I'm sure we've all had those 2CP games where the enemy team is just godlike and they're able to go and capture point A, and they're able to get their ultimate charge relatively quickly, go on to point B, and use their ultimates on us, a team that not only defend themselves on point A, but now also doesn't have a chance to defend themselves on point B, which makes us, the defending team, just have a less likely chance of winning the game. So that's why there is that intermission between round 2 and 3, assuming that both teams are able to capture point A, which, I mean, it's relatively easy because a big change here is that both teams now have 6 minutes. 6 whole minutes to capture point A and point B. And specifically for point A, that is so easy. If you're not able to get at least 1 tick on point A, you're either throwing or you guys just suck and you deserve to lose. And of course, there's other tiny details too, like the attacker respawn time now got reduced to 8 seconds, but the 2 things that I really want to focus on are the 6-minute timer and also that intermission between round 2 and 3 to stop the snowball effect. To really answer the question, should we make this a mainstay in 2CP gameplay? Should we keep this permanently? Well, to somewhat answer that question right away, let me just kind of show you the results of this 2CP game. My very first game of this new 2CP format ended in a draw. Oh boy. 13 minutes. 13 minutes I wasted just to get a draw. Dude, I could have been having you know what, never mind, I probably couldn't have, but I still wasted 13 minutes. But that is also a note that I want to make, is that I did only waste 13 minutes, when typically when it comes to 2CP draws, sometimes they can go as long as like 17 minutes or even 25 minutes. But that still doesn't change the fact that this experiment, which again is an experiment, doesn't really change the annoying parts of 2CP. It's relatively easy to go and capture point A, and it's super hard to go and capture point B. Now again, this this was on Volskaya, which has been known to be Drawskaya because it's just so hard to capture point B. The spawn for the enemy team is so close to the point. The spawn for us, the attacking team, is so far away, like farther than I think most 2CP maps. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace, but the way that I describe this kind of experiment is that it's just changing the flavor of this already turd sandwich. Yeah, it might have been chocolate before, but now it's strawberry chocolate. I just realized what I metaphorically called 2CP, a chocolate turd sandwich. I will say this though, one thing that I like about this change, which is the whole point of this change, is that there isn't that snowball effect, because again, it gives us, the defending team, an actual chance to defend point B, but that's also something that I kind of like about 2CP, is that it rewards organization. If a team is able to snowball you, more than likely, either you're so disorganized that you're not able to really focus on one enemy, or the enemy team is just really organized, meaning that they're better than you, meaning that they should win because they're the better team. And if they're the better team, then they should be able to snowball you and end the game faster. One, because nobody likes to play 2CP, and two, they're just the better team. They deserve to win. Not only that, another reason as to why I wouldn't like this change that I thankfully didn't have to deal with in my first game is that both teams, both us and the enemy team, were able to capture point A relatively quickly in under 2 minutes, but that meant that there were 4.5 minutes unaccounted for. So let's say, for an example, both teams were complete cheeks. We were both terrible at trying to capture point A. That means the game is gonna end in a draw because no team could get to 33%, which means that we both wasted 12 minutes of game time total. Not only that, we also have the setup time, so really we just wasted 14 minutes total to get the same result, a draw. But that's in a perfect world for a perfect draw. Let's say that both teams were just only slightly cheeks and we were able to capture point A in about 5 minutes. That means that only 1 minute was left unaccounted for. So that means there were 10 minutes of game time total of just trying to capture point A fully to send us into round 3. We have a possibility, no, a likeliness of another 12 minutes of unaccounted for capture time there. So really, this possible new feature could lead into 22 minutes of gameplay just to lead into a draw. This doesn't really fix anything, which is why this was a failed experiment. Really, the biggest problem that 2CP faces that we've known for years is the formation of the maps. The idea of the gameplay is good. The attacking team is likely to capture point A, where the defending team is likely to defend point B, and the better team should be able to either defend the attacking team or attack the defending team. But it's the way that the map is set up that makes this game mode really doo-doo. Because there's no way the defending team is able to go back to point A unless there's some miracle like a clutch DPS ultimate, and there's really no easy way to capture point B unless you go and snowball them, which is really what I think about whenever I go onto a 2CP map. It's like, there's no way we're going to be able to win this game unless we hurry up and capture point A and we go in with our ultimates and capture point B. Only then are we really going to be able to have a chance. If you don't capture point B in that first attacking momentum round, you're probably not going to be able to capture it on the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth attempt, which makes it so tilting and really annoying to play. So really, I might have been kidding at the beginning when I suggested deleting 2CP, but I don't think that the Overwatch community would hate Blizzard for doing this. Yeah, it will probably be the biggest change Overwatch experiences, not the Mercy rework, not a new additional hero, not a new game mode, just completely gutting a game mode that has been a mainstay in Overwatch ever since the release, even since the beta. I'm pretty sure Temple of Anubis was the beta map that they used to introduce Overwatch, but gutting it entirely would be drastic, but I think wouldn't be something that people really hate. Yeah, of course, the 5 people I mentioned before would be crying because they love 2CP, but it's flawed. It is so extremely flawed that allows for more draws or for bad teams to possibly have a chance, where good teams are solely relying on that snowball effect. But with this change, it gets rid of it entirely. So then what's the point? Giving bad teams a chance to defend the points? Yeah, but no, I'm trying to interpret the way that I see it, and that's the way I see it. And if that is the case, then I can see why this is a failed experiment. So in conclusion, I appreciate Blizzard trying this, and I appreciate the change of flavor, but it's still a turd sandwich no matter what seasoning you use on it. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I like how 2CP is right now. Now, don't get me wrong, it is my least favorite game mode out of all the 4 in Overwatch, but I like it a whole lot better than what this experiment is right here, because Blizzard has made strides as to making it better by adding the 33 and 66% ticker, by allowing you or your allies to spawn faster if the enemy team captures point A right as soon as you die, also increasing the defender's spawn rate if there's a lot more people on point B. Like, they have made it better. It still sucks though, and I really do think it's because of how maps are set up. If they were just to change the spawn locations on some of these maps, I'm sure it'd be a whole lot better. But I'm not a developer, and those are just my thoughts. But I do know that this experiment is a failed experiment for a reason, and it's because it gets rid of the only thing that gives attacking teams a possible chance to do good: snowballing. But it's also the most annoying, but I really do think that good teams are able to take advantage of a snowball effect, and it ends games a whole lot faster, which makes everybody happy because, like I said before, nobody likes to play 2CP. But let me know what you think. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.